Saturday morning. Holy crap, it's cold. It's 37.6 degrees outside at 47% relative humidity. And it's just under 65 degrees in the house at 59% humidity. So we're going to take the old Super Bee apart. And see, God, I got my nice, decent tools all covered in paint. That crappy Bear paint. In my frustration and haste to get this thing working. When I got this machine, it was quite literally left for dead. A guy I knew was a painter, is a painter, and he had left this out in the weather for several years, and it was literally just so entirely covered in paint. It was disgusting. And I believe this unit was built in 1976. The manual I have on it is dated 76, so that's kind of what I'm going by. And when I first bought it, I didn't rebuild the pump then. I took this thing entirely apart, soaked everything in lacquer thinner, got it to all pump up, function, 2,500 psi, good as new. And what I did need to get, so I didn't pay anything for it, but what I did need to buy was I needed to buy a gun because it came with a rotten Graco gun and a hose. And so I bought a new hose, I bought the new 36-inch whip, and I bought a Graco gun, which comes in a kit. And I ended up not changing the hose because this hose is fine. There aren't any kinks or swells. The jacket looks like it's in really good shape, so I let it be, and I hung the other stuff on the wall to be used at a later date. And this is a Graco spray gun. Very, very good. Very, very good gun. Pretty cool. So, any hoodles, let's take this sucker apart. And then, like I mentioned before, these are the tips I use. I use the Rack 10 system. This is an old screwdriver tip, driver bit thing, and I just put a piece of high density foam in there and cut out, because these tips run about between 40 and 50 bucks a piece. So they ain't cheap. Anyway, and then here's your spray guard. A couple cleaning utensils. You know how it is. I was using a 315, the Graco Rack 10 315. The first number 3 is half of your spray pattern. So like a 3 will give you about a 6-inch spray pattern, and 15 is a .015 diameter of the orifice. This one's a 310, for example. They give you about a 6-inch fan, and it's a small diameter. This is considered a fine tip spray. And then all the way up to my big boys are a 517, which is a 10-inch fan pattern, and a .017 is that's a lot of paint. But you got to be painting warehouses and stuff for the big stuff. So they go down in 515, 415, 315, 310, blah blah blah. Okay, onward. Enough talking. This is a corner off a laundry detergent bottle. Or actually, no, I take it back, an antifreeze bottle. It was missing there's a metal cover that normally goes here, and it was missing. So I cut one out of a piece of plastic. Just keeps dirt and crap out of here. Let me show you a funsy. This torch that I'm using, I had to heat this thing up because it was super stuck in there. Look at all the funk of paint and everything that's in there. That's not from the Bear, that's just from 10 years. This tip is part of a kit made in good old Rochester, New York. Benzomatic. in the kit. Still has the original Sparky, the solder tip, fan tip, another blowtorch tip. Let me show you something fun. This was my great uncle's. This was bought in, here's the receipt. Snap-on Tools. Old Joe Rogers was the guy that sold it to him. 1962. He paid, wait, where is it? $10.35. It was $9.95 plus 40 cents tax. $10.35 back in 1962. Pretty cool, and it still works to this day. To today, I am using it. Pretty funky. I like it. So here what you're left with is a pile of clean parts. I ran everything through the wire brush. All the internals either got a brass scrubber or steel wool. Blown out with air. This is the top of the piston. Goes in like that. Top of the pump dauber. There are the 3 Teflon seals. Yeah, I took out the thrust washer and then the compression nut on the top. As the bottom, there's 2 on the bottom. Now I'm not changing. It's 150 bucks for this kit, and I'm gonna put it together with what I have, and let's see if it works.